And greetings, Ticket Squad. I'm back this time to take a look at all the movies and TV series that are making their way to Amazon Prime and FreeVee during the month of May 2024. Two notes here. One, this is based on the official list that other media sources have cited. Two, it's by no means a comprehensive list of all the titles that are heading your way in May. And of course, let's do one more note while we're at it. It is the list for the United States of America. If you live outside of it, your country may vary. Without further ado, let's begin with number 5, an age gap romantic comedy where the gender roles are reversed. The Prime original film, The Idea of You, has Oscar winner Anne Hathaway playing 40-year-old single mother Celine, who unexpectedly starts a romance with 24-year-old boy band member Hayes Campbell, played by Nicholas Galitzine. You might remember him from Purple Hearts or Red, White, and Royal Blue. They have to deal with the superstar status that he has, while she has to deal with a harsh spotlight. We'll find out the romance has staying power when it debuts on May the 2nd. Meanwhile, for number 4, it is a reality show where some of the greatest reality show contestants of all time compete to see who is the best. The GOAT is hosted by Daniel Tosh of Tosh.0 and features 14 contestants from such titles as Big Brother, Survivor, The Shahs of Sunset, RuPaul's Drag Race, and The Circle, competing in a series of 20 challenges, some of which might involve safety and power, as they fight for $200,000 and the title of GOAT, or the greatest of all time. If the synopsis has you intrigued, check out the series when it premieres on May 9th. Over at number 3, a team of underdogs row for the gold in the 1936 Berlin Olympic Games. The Boys in a Boat was one of those 2023 titles that wasn't under serious consideration for the Oscars, but the inspirational true story still made an impact at the box office. While critics were mixed on the George Clooney sports film, audiences were more enthusiastic towards the Joel Edgerton, Callum Turner film about the University of Washington rowing team and its quest to win gold at the Olympics. On May 28th, you can find out how well they do when the film shows up on Prime. And at number 2, a British game show lands here in the United States. The 1% Club, a game show that doesn't examine general knowledge, but it looks for logic, common sense, and brain power. Round by round, the questions become more challenging, and there are levels where you can pass a question or take a share of the money and run. But the final question is something that only 1% of the country can pass. Hosted by Patton Oswalt, the 1% Club tests our brains starting on May 23rd. Before we see what is in number 1, it's time for a few honorable mentions. On May 1st, we have what I like to call the Alfred Hitchcock Festival. A series of 5 titles. The Man Who Knew Too Much, Rear Window, Rope, Psycho, and Vertigo all drop on that date, giving you a chance to see what all the fuss is about when it comes to him and his direction. Also on the 1st, the tense courtroom drama 12 Angry Men, the 1957 original, bangs its gavel as one juror, played by Jack Lemmon, finds himself the only one believing a man facing death, if convicted, is innocent. Set inside a sweaty jury room on the hottest day in New York City, 12 Angry Men shows the thought process of its jury that has to place aside its prejudices to determine whether one is innocent or guilty. Also appearing on the 1st as well is Anatomy of a Murder, the 1959 drama that largely focuses on the efforts of a defense attorney played by Jimmy Stewart to defend a soldier accused of murdering an innkeeper. Attorneys and educators have raved about this one as it focuses on legal research and does a good job of showing the inner workings of the court. For those seeking thrills, 1955's The Night of the Hunter should fill the bill, with Robert Mitchum playing a religious psycho seeking a fortune in stolen loot, which brings him into the lives of a widow and her 2 kids. It serves as a strong debut, and unfortunately, coda, for the directing career of Charles Laughton. It will stream on May 1st. Also on that day, perhaps Steven Spielberg's finest moment on screen will stream. 1993 Schindler's List features the efforts of an industrialist, played by Liam Neeson, to protect the Jewish workers of his factory from the Holocaust. And last but not least, on May 16, you can watch Pearl, a prequel to X featuring Mia Goth as a farm girl who will do anything to become a movie star. Directed by Ty West, this disturbing horror will put a chill firmly in your spine. And now, it is time to reveal the number 1 title for May. It is a streamer debut of a Best Picture nominee. 2023's American Fiction stars Jeffrey Wright as a frustrated novelist who is critically acclaimed, but not financially successful. After some events affect his life, he decides to write a scathing satire of successful books with melodrama, deadbeat dads, gang violence, and drugs. To his shock, it turns out to be wildly successful, with a movie based on the Wrights pending. But it wreaks havoc on his life and his relationships with his family and his new girlfriend. This one received 5 Oscar nominations, including Best Picture, and 1 for Best Adapted Screenplay. See what all the fuss is for yourself when American Fiction is released on May 14th. Now it is time to look at the titles that will be appearing on Amazon Prime and Freevee throughout the month of May. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe and spread the word. This is Tickets Please Reviews, and the booth is now closed.